Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Ray and today we have a follow along glute workout using a resistance band for you to follow along with me at home. If you saw my recent pelvic floor health video, you will know I am doing more glute and core focus workouts and I thought I'd share some of them with you. You don't have to use equipment at the gym to see results, and the good thing about resistance band training is it can be done anywhere and will improve glute strength, function and development. The goal is to push against the resistance of the mini band, and this also encourages proper form. But when we train our glutes, we want to alternate between different types of hip abduction movements and hip extension movements so we get optimal results. So my glute workouts generally consist of 5 main types of exercises alternating between hip abduction and hip extension exercises. You can perform these exercises as straight sets, but today we're doing a circuit and we're doing 3 rounds to make it a quick and effective workout. If you want to, you could do 1 round as a warm-up or as a burnout after training glutes. So today I'm using a small to medium regular glute loop from Brett Contreras, and I will link to this in the description below. But you can use any band, and of course the harder the resistance, the harder the exercises will be. If you don't have a band, do it without and really focus on the mind-muscle connection or the mind-glute connection. I hope you enjoy this resistance band glute workout. We are going to start with some simple calf raises as they are so beneficial for foot and arch strength and core strength. We want to include them in our workouts. It's important to get a good base with your feet though, so spread your toes out, tuck your chin, stand nice and tall and lift straight up through your feet and back down. As you raise up, think about keeping your weight on your big toe, not just the outside of your feet, and try not to swing forward. Hold on to something for balance if you need to. And we're doing 20 reps. Please don't hold your breath when you exercise. I want you to think about your breathing. So think about inhaling before you start the lift and exhaling on the hard part of the exercise. Okay, so first is glute bridges. Lie flat on your back and place the band above your knees. Knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Tuck your chin, keep your core tight, your rib cage down and your back flat. Drive your knees outwards into the band, then maintain this tension. Exhale and squeeze your glutes to lift and drive up. Push through your heels and raise your hips as high as possible without arching your lower back. Hold for a moment at the top. And we are doing 20 reps. Onto our side lying hip abduction. So lie on your side, your shoulder and elbow on the floor. I bend my bottom leg, but you can keep it straight if you prefer. Keep your body in a straight line and use the upper glutes to raise the leg and slowly down. We're doing 10 reps on each leg. repeat on the other side. Next we are doing a quadruped hip extension, so let's get on to all fours. Keep your back flat with your head in line with your body. I like to position the band under my knee to help keep it in place. Keep your leg bent as you kick back. Focus on really squeezing your glutes. Keep a long neck so you don't let your head hang down. And we're doing 10 reps on each leg. Now for the other side. Now for one of my favourites, the RKC plank. Come down onto the mat, onto your forearms with your elbows under your shoulders. We want a posterior pelvic tilt, so round your upper back, tuck your chin and squeeze your glutes. Come onto your knees, and when you feel ready, tuck your toes under and lift and straighten out your legs. If you are just learning this exercise, then stay on your knees until you get stronger. Squeeze your glutes as hard as possible to keep in a posterior pelvic tilt and keep your core tight. Hold for as long as you can and remember to breathe. I hold for 30 seconds, but just hold for as long as you can without losing your good form. The RKC plank is great for our core, but we are also using it as a glute squeeze exercise to help with glute activation. And we stay on the floor for our hip abduction exercise. I am keeping the band above my knees. Drive your knees outward, rolling onto the edge of your feet to get more range of motion. We are doing 20 reps. There are many variations for this exercise, including standing and sitting, so we will be doing these in future workouts. Now we get to rest before round 2. I don't time my rests, I just carry on when I'm ready, and this rest is 40 seconds, but if you need longer, then just pause the video. We are already set up to go straight into our glute bridges. Tuck your chin, keep your core tight, your ribcage down and your back flat. Drive your knees outward into the band, maintain this tension, exhale and squeeze your glutes to lift and drive up. Push through your heels and raise your hips as high as possible without arching your lower back. Hold for a moment at the top. We are doing 20 reps again. far side for our side lying hip abduction. Keep your body in a straight line as you use the upper glutes to raise the leg and then slowly down. Let's do 10 reps on each leg again. Now repeat on the other side. Now onto all fours for our quadruped hip extension. Position the band under your knee again to help keep it in place. Keep your leg bent as you kick back and focus on really squeezing your glutes. Keep a long neck so you don't let your head hang down, and remember to breathe. And again, we're doing 10 reps on each leg. Now for the other side. Okay, are you ready for your RKC plank? Come down onto your forearms, shoulders over elbows, posterior pelvic tilt, and squeeze your glutes. Come onto your knees, and when you're ready, tuck your toes under, lift and straighten out your legs. A couple of useful tips. Don't have your elbows too far forward. In fact, I bring my elbows slightly more under my shoulders. I keep my hands apart with my thumbs up to the ceiling. Think about pulling your elbows towards your toes and your toes towards your elbows as hard as you can. And of course, the more you do this exercise, the stronger you will get. And we stay on the floor for our hip abduction exercise. Drive your knees outward, rolling onto the edge of your feet to get more range of motion. And again, we are doing 20 reps. Rest time, and this time you get a minute before our final round. Ready for our glute bridges? Remember your form and your breathing. Drive your knees outwards into the band, maintain this tension, exhale and squeeze your glutes to lift and drive up. We are doing 20 reps again. but let's hold it for the last one. Okay, now onto our side for our hip abduction. Keep your body in a straight line as you use the upper glutes to raise the leg and then slowly down. 10 reps on each side. And repeat on the other side. Now onto all fours for our quadruped hip extension. Position the band under your knee again, leg bent as you kick back. Focus on really squeezing your glute. Keep a long neck and remember to breathe. 10 reps on each leg again. Now for the other side. Anyone spotted my mistake here? I forgot my RKC plank. If you want to, you can pause the video and add it in, or just carry on with me to our final exercise, our hip abduction. Drive your knees outward, rolling onto the edge of your feet to get more range of motion. We are doing 20 reps again. But this time, I want you to add in 20 pulses at the end. And we're done. So if you want to stay with me to cool down, remove your band and let's stretch and relax.
There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. Every the time. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky, I don't know why. Every the the time, the time. I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. There's no sun up in the sky. I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky.